day I was on the boat, and as I was coming back to the dock, there was another boat that was broken down. And as I was passing by, I asked them, hey, do you need a hand? And the people were almost confused. They were like, oh, what's this guy want? What's his deal? I was like, hey, I'll give you a tow back to the dock if you need gas, whatever. I'll hook you up. Hook you up. I'll throw a rope to you, pull your boat back. And they were so confused, but at the end of it, they ended up accepting my offer. But it's really just a weird thing sometimes. I think people in this world are getting to the point where they just don't expect anyone to help anyone. And I wanted to talk about this idea of paying it forward. And I feel like a lot of people just don't understand this idea, or maybe they just don't care enough to think about this very simple premise. We're talking about paying it forward today in this video. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have a new background behind me. I found this background because I thought it would just really be perfect for this video. It's kind of like story time with Patrick Whelan. Story time with Patrick Whelan. And now your host, Patrick Whelan. Sometimes I just get these ideas for videos, and they might have no actual premise to do with day trading or the world or market or whatever. They might not have any actual use for anyone out there, but I'm going to make the video anyway because I can, because it's my channel and I can talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. And I want to talk about this very simple idea of paying it forward. If you've never seen the movie, there's a movie out there. It's called Pay It Forward. It's a great movie. I think it's called Pay It Forward. It's called Pay It Forward. Great movie. If you get a chance, watch that movie. But like I said earlier, I offered to pull someone back to the dock when their boat broke down. They were almost confused on why I was offering in the first place. And then I said, no, no worries. I'll pull you back to the boat. Not a big deal. Once I got them back to the dock, they then asked me and said, hey, what can we give you? What do you want? You want some money? Do you need something else? And I was like, don't worry about it. All I want you guys to do is just pay it forward. In the future, if you see somebody else broken down, if I'm broken down in the future, if you see me on the side of the ocean, you better pull me back, people. But that's really kind of this way that, I don't know, I feel like I've always kind of lived this way, where there's so many times where there's been opportunities where I just help somebody. It's not always about money or paying for something, stuff like that. Really, it just comes down to sometimes just helping a fellow human being. And I think that's really the big issue right now in the world, is people are just so stuck on this idea of like they're just looking out for themselves. They don't care. They're not trying to help anyone else. And they're just going through their day. They go to work, they come home, they go to bed, they go to work, they come home, they go to bed. And it's this endless cycle. You're driving down the road to see a car broken down, and the last thing people want to do on the way home from work is stop and ask if they need some help. This video is by no means a boost to my ego going, yeah, I helped someone today. I'm so cool. People are almost to the point where it's like a weird thing to get help from somebody else. I think what it comes down to is I'm just always trying to pay it forward, because I always try to think about where I've come from, where I'm going, and my overall bigger plan in life. Now, what's interesting, I always kind of look back, where I've been in terms of where I've worked out, what I've done, and I kind of try to I try to relate to other people in that same situation. A lot of times I'll get messages from people who are starting to film. People will ask me, I want to become a filmer. I want to become a YouTuber. I want to make videos. How do I get to that point? And I try to give them as much advice as possible. I really do. I try to go out of my way to help them. I tell them, if you ever have any questions, let me know. I was that kid who was trying to become a professional filmer. I was hitting up people, asking them questions. And if it wasn't for those people who guided me along the way, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's just so important to remember where you came from and to remember the troubles that other people out there also had, the same troubles that you do. There's somebody in the same spot that you were 10 years ago looking to possibly get a new job or find a new place to live or a new life. There's somebody always in that kind of same place that you were. It's like a cycle, Obviously, you can't start right at the top. Everybody starts at the bottom, no matter what they're doing. They're starting at the bottom, and they're working their way up. They're learning. They're meeting people. They're getting advice, and they're trying to figure it out. I always try to remember that I was once that kid that was trying to get advice. Another one that I think about a lot is I used to valet cars. I used to deliver pizzas. Valet cars and deliver pizzas when I was in high school. I was pretty good at it. I felt like I was a pretty good pizza delivery guy. Pizza delivery kid, whatever it was. So I really just try to always think about that. When I order a pizza, I'm the first person to tip that person $20, $30, whatever I got. Normally, if I got a $20 bill, I'm going to tip them $20. Even if the pizza only cost me $10, I'm like, hey, I've been where you've been. I know what it's like. Here's $20 because when I think about it, when I think about back when I was a kid and I would go somewhere and I would get a tip, like a $20 bill tip, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I thought that person who gave me $20 was seriously the coolest person because I was like, wow, this guy is awesome because he gave me $20. And I'm not trying to brag that I tipped $20 to a pizza delivery guy, but I'm just trying to get this idea out there into the universe. Maybe one person, maybe I can infect one person out there and then they might infect somebody else. It might start a chain reaction. It probably won't, but I'm going to try anyway because, hey, what's the point in living if you're not trying? You know, I'm trying to always do something. A lot of people think I'm just this old, bitter, jealous YouTube weirdo that makes videos about other people and stuff like that, but really deep down, I'm a good person. I can make a video talking about somebody, you know, being fun or whatever, and at the same time, if I saw that person in real life, I could be their best friend. It's not that I have anything against anybody out there. It's just, if I smell bullshit, I gotta call out bullshit. I don't want to get off track here. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this idea going here of infecting the world with this very simple idea. Pay it forward. I think too many people are just focused on the reward that they get right away from something. They're like, hey, I want to get paid. I want to do this. I want to just get paid. I want to do this and be done. I won't ever see this person again. But there's so many times I think you just got to do things and not really think about what is going to come from it. Me pulling somebody down the river for an hour, taking them back to the dock, it's not a big deal to me. It's not that I was like, oh, maybe I might drop the person off the dock and they might give me $100 for pulling them back to the dock. That'd be sweet. I'm really just don't care. When I got back to the dock, they offered to give me money or whatever. One of those things where if I can help somebody, hopefully, maybe that same person will help somebody else and we can all just help each other. And I think people are just so caught up in the rat race, this idea of just constantly needing more, constantly wanting more money, and to the point where people just can't help each other anymore. People just can't help somebody on the side of the road who's broken down because all they're thinking about is I gotta do this or do that. I don't have time to help my fellow neighbor. At the end of the day, we're all just people that all have problems. Everybody's got their own problems. Everybody has their own thing going on. Everybody's battling something. So remember that. At the end of the day, we're all going through it. We're all going through it together. And if you can help somebody, if you can really just help somebody, you never know what's going to come from it. You really just never know. By putting that out there into the world, helping somebody that you have no idea about who they are, what they are, or what they're about, just helping somebody. And it's not just like, oh, you know, give your pizza delivery guy $10 or give a bum on the street $10. It's really going out of your way sometimes. It's spending actual time to help somebody out there. I think about that a lot when I see somebody and it's like, do I have time to help this person? What's really holding me back from helping this person right now, Patrick? Sure, you got to go home and make a YouTube video. You got things to do, but who knows? Maybe I can go help this person out and maybe it's going to really change their day, change their life. Who knows? It's just this chain reaction. That person that I pulled to the dock today, maybe I helped them out. They went home, they felt better, and they're going to help somebody else out, and it's going to be this worldwide chain reaction of just good things happening. And I think that's really what the world needs right now. People just need to help each other. Got to get back to the old days where people really helped out. You know, people used to help each other build houses. They'd help each other do things, you know, mow your yard. I don't know. Trust me, by no means am I a saint. I'm just always trying to, you know, help out if I can. If I can help out, I'm going to help out. I might come across as cocky or arrogant or mean or stuff like that or a hater. But at the end of the day, if I had to help somebody that I really didn't like, if I saw them on the side of the road and I needed to give them a hand, truly needed to help them, I would help out somebody even if I didn't like them, just for the simple idea that somebody out there might not like me and I might need their help one day. So think about that. Think about that next time you have an opportunity to help somebody. Just do it. Don't ask for anything in return and then just see what happens. Be the change that you want to see in the world. This could be my calling. I can get out there and change the world. Help one person at a time. Change the world, Patrick. It's going to be amazing. I'm quitting YouTube and I'm going on a mission to find people around the world who need help. I'm going to help you. I'm coming for you. No, I'm gonna hold off. I'll hold off for a couple more years. Maybe once I reach 1 million YouTube subscribers, I'll go on a mission. But until then, I've got a lot of work to do, and I've got a lot of money to be made in the market and all of that fun stuff. But really, think about it. Next time you have an opportunity to help somebody, help them. Think about where you've been. If you've worked at a restaurant, if you worked as a valet, if you've done things in the past that you know aren't always the best jobs, help that person out. Just do it. Try it. Try it out. It'll make you feel good. I promise. It'll make you feel a little bit better on the inside. There it is. Not sure. There it is. Let's pay it forward, people. Let's pay it forward.